everybody, and welcome back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset, Week 4, Game 4 right upon us. And I'm with the head coach of the Riverdale Warriors, Coach Ron Aydelott. Friday night is in a matchup over at Blackman High School for the backyard brawl. Talk a little bit about it.
Well, there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, other than we got whipped, especially on the offensive side. I mean, we were way too generous as we were the week before. You know, a lot of turnovers, and obviously they turned them into points. I thought our defense played well in most spots. They broke down, you know, just in a couple of areas, but they were wore out. If we don't get better offensively, then this team is going to have a long ways to go. So hopefully we can turn that tide a little bit and get a little bit better on that side of the ball.
Well, I mean, I had an opportunity to gaze over the film and everything. It just seemed like you said, I mean, and it happened really quick. It didn't. And once it started, it seemed like the string just unraveled right in front of your eyes.
That's been our MO the last 2 weeks. We haven't moved in 3, but the thing we did in the first game was at least we took care of the football. So, those two combinations of not moving the football and being way too generous giving it up, and that speaks for character a lot of times. When you start turning the ball over, that speaks for the character of your team. Right now, we need to do some soul searching and decide that we're gonna make it matter.
Seemed like you just ended up with a pretty good practice today. What did you do yesterday, Coach?
We went over, went through the game plan and went through about 2 hours worth of stuff, and hopefully, we're trying to patch some things for injuries and this, that, and the other. So, we lost another lineman this past Friday night, so we don't think we'll have him back, but we got.
He won't be back for the rest of the season, or
no. Probably a week or two.
Okay, so he's not done.
So again, we're having to patch some things and try to fix some things. So spirits were pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
We've got to learn to stop talking and pay attention and get things done. We want to talk more than we want to do at times. So maybe that's part of some youth and the learning of how to win and etc. So again, leadership has got to take hold sooner or later.
I've been a part of a company for right around 15 years, and we've had some highs and lows within that company. But my boss always spoke of this. He said, when the water's up and the boats are going down the river, everything, nobody sees anything and everything's going right. But as the water stops, it starts to drop, and the boats aren't moving as fast. Then we see Joey's bicycle and Tommy's tennis shoe, and it just seems like you identify and you're able to, this is the problem or that's the problem. There's none of that, or.
Well, we don't need problem finders. We need problem solvers.
Yeah.
That's what we need, and that basically is coming to work. If you're going to put your time in, you need to bring it and make it productive, and that's we're still learning that lesson.
Friday night, got a tough team. Oakland's already seen them, and what will it take to beat the Burros?
It'll take an effort where we don't turn the ball over, and we are productive. We don't get penalized. That was another problem again Friday night. It's 3 weeks in a row we've been over penalized, and we've got to do the little things. I assume that they're going to clean up some of their issues because most of their issues are a little bit like ours. Giving the ball away and special team breakdowns and too many penalties, and they're a very talented football team. So we're going to have to play really, really well.
I really appreciate you continuing to come out and everything. It's not over with yet. We still got 7 games. Everybody.
And we're in the playoffs, but we've got to, have a sense of urgency. I don't know why we don't. Based upon, our returners, we've got enough here that know what need to be done. They need to be a little bit more vocal and take charge of things a little bit more.
It's not a time or an opportunity to start saying, well, I think I'll try this guy at this position or this person at this position, but is that where we are? Without risk, whereas years ago, maybe there was some risk involved?
Well, I think there's some of that, yeah, but out of necessity for injury. We've had our share of it, and it's part of the game, but we wish they would cease a little bit.
You just want at least get the game with a 30-40.
I would like to have the same people from at least 2 weeks in a row. We haven't done that yet. So.
All righty, Friday night right here at 7 o'clock. Anything you want to tell the faithful Warrior fans? I know they'll be out, and I know they'll be.
We hope so. We hope so. The kids need it. We need some. We need all the fan support we can get. And, the kids appreciate that.
It's a game, and part of the game is growing up and learning, is it not, Coach? And growing. Well, not everybody's going to be undefeated, or not everybody's going to get a trophy or a ring or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, you've been doing this a long time, and no matter what, even some of the toughest nights you had, have you not had kids come up to you and say, Coach, I remember, man, when I wasn't doing anything right, but man, thank goodness you did. You were hard on me and stuck right with me. And those
That's
kids,
part of the game. I mean, it's like life. You know, there's some good and there's some bad and there's some in between. So right now we're experiencing some of the bad. So hopefully we'll get our share of the good.
That's all right. All right, Friday night right here, Hillsboro Burrows and Riverdale Warriors at 7 o'clock. Y'all be here, and we'll see you at the game.